actually just copied his original, like, when he made the new art, he just copied the other one. Not good.
I want to spend. I want to spend
You
a
just
second.
traced over it.
No,
You can't.
I wanna spend
I hit record a little while ago. Right, welcome to Road
Oh.
Trader. Julia was apparently terrible at art.
Well, it's on the. It's basically painting the bridge as if it was the Sistine Chapel with all the events of Winterslaav's dynasty since getting the ship. So currently, there's good painting of the last couple of sessions, and then this one is basically stick figures.
Little stick
Well, no,
figure
you
spaceships going pew
You
pew
didn't
pew
roll
at each other.
100. There
Alright,
is
so-
some detail, but
Yeah, I'm just 1 degree in failure of that, so basically my quality of art has dropped. If only I can get a bonus from having actually decent supplies. I only have really normal supplies. I need best quality art supplies.
Maybe you'll find a Xenotech art supply.
I would love to have to find a Xenotech art supply, even if it would be heretical.
Would you love to have a Xenotech art supply?
I know
Would
you
you?
give me some. I know you give me some really efficient, like magentas and reds and different metallic hues, or rustic red hues. I don't want to know where you make them from.
His Xenotech
Why
art
would I?
supply.
Why would I make them from something weird? They're just paints. Most of them made from like minerals or plants or some shit. That's it. It's not complicated or weird.
That was made from blood. Let's look at this
That is
metallic.
a huge waste of blood.
All right, I'm back.
What's a proper use of blood then?
Mhm.
Shrug.
Keeping a body running?
No,
I mean-
not even close.
Well, that's what it's used for.
Yeah, and it's wasted.
Why is it?
Because you can make
That's
oil
what it's doing for you.
That's what you think.
I think he has oil in his. He has oil in his veins instead, or something.
Oil doesn't provide oxygen to my body parts.
Then we're talking about
One
a
moment.
solution?
Real people.
Let's not think too hard about this. You are thinking far too hard about this.
Julio makes a mental note to get his hands on a Medicaid book, so he can advance tech Medicaid, so he understands what Remy's talking about.
You won't actually succeed.
I know.
Like,
Because
even if you
this
have it,
isn't
you're not going to
Medicaid.
succeed.
I know that, but Julio's like, maybe if I read something, I probably can understand what this man's talking about. Trying, I really
Not even
am.
close.
We have found the secret tower on this. The person who believes things really can get better,
So can we go down
and
there
there's a
yet?
rational.
Please.
and there is a ration-
Let us get down there.
Yes.
We
Go
probably should get.
down there.
Can we?
We
Okay.
We
You're,
should
you're
get
above a Will
Station
Cullen
4.
architect, and you're having a conversation while the tech priest kind of like strays
We're
at the
kind of-
lead.
Just go
we're having
bit.
this conversation
Well,
on the shuttle down.
we
let's
haven't
be honest.
necessarily been ordered to go down just yet, so that's why Julio is shooting the shit. Mia, can you give us an order now, since you're?
I wake
playing
up
commander?
from my drug-fueled coma and am very confused as to what the hell is going on around me.
There's
And I
also a
return
station.
again.
There's also a station that might be able to tell us why they haven't already looted it.
They're pirates.
Hovering
They don't-
over the. I'm hovering over the what do you call them? The sensors as much as I can. The sensor hub, and I'm just
Also-
muttering under my breath.
Good shit. Good shit. That's some good shit right there. Right there. I do say so myself. I say so. That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
You see the tech priest start wandering over towards the drop pods as a quick way to get down to the surface.
We could break his heart and go to this, and really go to this, and really actually go to the station first. The completely normal station made of scrap.
Well, first things first. Lars, if you, we have one ship who has surrendered during the conflict, and one ship who is currently disabled but has yet to surrender.
No, they both
They both
surrendered.
surrendered. How many times have to say they both surrendered?
Yeah, no. By the time that they got everything back up and running, they was like, "Yeah, no, we surrender."
Okay. I thought we
That's
were gonna
probably
do that
why they
part
spent
ways.
so much time trying to get everything back online. Just say, "Oh God, please stop shooting."
Don't kill us! Don't kill us! Oh God!
Alright.
Considering that when we fired the lance, we were at point blank on their broadside.
So,
Yeah, they,
what's our-
they were probably
what's
a
our-
little bit worried.
What's the device rating on our scanners again?
Yeah,
There's
should
no
probably-
device rating. We have a plus 15 on our detection.
Yeah, I think that's what he
Okay.
meant.
So
Yeah.
I'll roll at 75 on scrutiny then.
Scrutiny and see what the best shit is.
Yeah. 15 on
Like-
detection when not in
All of it.
combat.
Remy,
all of it, all of it, all
Remy,
of it,
go
all
grab
of it, all
your
of
face
it.
and just puts it right at the thing. What do you see?
He sees treasure.
Well,
All of it.
how's that station looking?
You don't see the scanner. You just see dollar signs in front of your eyes.
So you look at the station, are you?
Yes.
Well, we're,
Yeah, it's a pretty standard. Is it Wayland station? The one that's in the core book.
we're talking about the planet, actually, Gray.
That's what I said.
Oh,
the
we're
station.
scanning the planet.
Okay, people are telling me different things. What did you scan?
I thought planet because that's.
I honestly have no idea
Chinese
what you're
thing.
scanning either.
I
Well,
was told
we
to
know
scan
there's arcade tech on the planet, so we might as well scan the station to make sure it's not gonna, try and kill us.
We can scan
Okay.
both.
Yeah, there's nothing standing. It's not like
Yeah,
scanning takes
it's
a lot.
down to what we want to spend the 8 on, though.
Well, I was thinking the Archaeotech to know where the biggest and best cache.
I already
was
said the
to hit
station, so let's just go with the
Great.
station.
station.
Gray, is it assumed that
It
You
is
cut out.
assumed that.
Sorry.
Assume that Aphosite is in fact a robot.
No, her translator modulator has just gritzed out.
Which reminds me, I have both Forbidden Lord Xenos and Polyglot now.
So,
So,
for?
So I
Uh,
can speak all languages.
So I could, well, yeah, at
Well,
a negative 10.
I know what it is. I was wondering what he needed it for.
We're rogue traders.
Very
Okay, fair enough, actually.
very eloquent swear words in multiple different languages and different tempos to the point where it's almost a song.
And
Yeah. Treat
just
all
gonna throw this out here, Discard.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and roll a second scrutiny for scanning the planet.
And of
Oh,
course,
shit.
roll
That's
with the
with the
plus
plus-
15.
plus
With the plus 15, that passes.
That's a basic success.
Yeah.
that
So
was
we
weird?
scanned the
Okay,
shit out of the
I,
station and got another basic scan of the planet.
Lost connection for a moment there.
Yeah, we last heard. Can it be assumed?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Can it be assumed that we sent armsmen and officers over to take control of
You
2 ships?
seriously,
Yes.
just
Okay.
right now, you actually probably need to do something about your internet connection. Yeah.
Every time I tried to say something, my connection would drop out.
The station is it's a Wayfarer station. Battered, pretty much hot. Like 3/4 of it isn't working. But it's probably got 25,000 people living on it.
We need to
Wait,
restock
so
up
that-
our crew.
We've
down
not taken
3%.
any-
Well,
We've not taken any damage. We've not
Hey,
taken
look
I
at
think-
our
I
crew
think we
percent.
may have
97
taken-
of 100.
yeah,
we are
we
missing
took like
cr-
3 points.
hey,
We also got 2 new ships.
We just found out where our first set of colonists are coming from. Grab them from there and just shove them down the planet. If they all die, they weren't part of the dynasty in the past.
We don't really need to set up an entire colony on here. I think we can just set up a supply line to get all of that
Good shit.
over to us and the wreck and whatnot.
True.
I
We don't
agree
need to
with
get it
the
all
good
at
shit.
once.
Yeah, I
We
love how
do need to get the good shit.
the Wayfarer is considered a standard small class of space stations. It has 10,000 crew and up to 100,000 inhabitants.
Excellent. Let's
So-
go ahead and get all of the military loaded for bear, sent over to the station, and establish our dominance.
Do we want to do that first, or do we want to? I mean, as much as I love watching the tech beast writhe in agony, looking at the planet pressed up against the window.
As we sail away from it.
If I had
Oh, we're not
nipples,
actually.
I
As we
would
do
we're
a
not
have
even
flyby.
going- We're not even going to the planet. We're just going to go to the station and check it out and then leave.
Apparently,
I
Remy
think the
still has a
check-
blood
Not
vessel.
really.
You can see it thumping.
Not really.
What do you say? What's up, Gray?
Apparently, Remy still has at least one blood vessel because you can see it thumping away.
I mean, it's not like Gray had just, spent some time, plotting out what would be on this planet we're going towards, and
No,
told
no,
Gray
no.
that to the
It's a
wind.
sandbox. You can bug it off. If you want.
If I still had nipples, I would be twisting them right now.
Oh
Could
God,
you-
I did not need to know that.
Could you give yourself nipple modules and twist them anyway?
Okay, so here's the deal. I say that Remy heads up
no, don't
the
encourage
search
this.
party on the planet while we
Yes!
casually aim land spatters down into the.
Oh, don't worry. We're just
Let's get this
calibrating
Let's
the
just
target.
Let's just go and get the architect or whatever
Please, yeah.
and
Yeah.
get back so we can get this over with, and Remy can seclude himself and just not be like this around
But
me.
we should probably check out the station first, though, for real.
I'm salivating.
Just because it's.
I
I
think
am
Remy
giving you
has
a
to
direct
wait.
order to not be creepy.
We
for
can
the
pretty
next
much
15
check out the
minutes.
station and then go directly from there to the planet's surface. There's no reason to leave it
Good.
hanging there.
Let's go.
Well, if
I-
part of it will take
I
you
think
2
I'm-
weeks to get there and back
Eh.
because the station's
Yeah,
in the
how
illegal
long-
room.
How long will it take to get to the planet?
You're above the planet because you're scanning it.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I put a Remy in an escape pod, and then we can go to.
I guess we should just go down to the surface then. Do we want to take the drop pods?
I would say a shuttle. 'Cause we don't.
Let's take a shuttle and a flight of fighters.
Because it looks like those things down there are all like. It seems like those landmasses we were talking about are actually continent-sized cities, or not
Well,
continent,
not
island-sized
city-sized
cities.
cities.
I'm not seeing a reason not to drop pod in.
Because we might need the drop
If we
pods to
miss,
rescue our
we
asses.
drown.
We
We have
also may
more-
need to flee, like back onto the ship.
Lee.
Look, it's all about style. Like, I know Remy wants to just jump in the nearest macro cannon battery and we'll fire him, but
Drop pod.
Well, no, my thought was just that we have the drop pods. We should use them. I mean, we did invest in the drop pod.
Yeah, but that's.
I mean,
never-
Anyone
then we
can
have to
show
pick
up in
the
a
damn thing
shuttle.
up.
Anyone can
Mia.
show up in a shuttle.
Mia, you're
Yes?
the ranking commander. You're the ranking officer here. You can put it into our squabbling here.
Just send Remy down in the drop pod. Everyone else goes by.
Because
No, you're-
the thing is, with our shuttles, it means if we pick up any loot and run
I
off
mean,
with it straight
there's
away.
No one's saying that we can't send shuttles down too. I'm just saying that we go down in the drop pods.
Yes, that's probably the better option. I don't want to have to deal with recovering a drop pod.
I can bring us down onto the planet pretty easily with the various shuttles. Not to mention we have assault boats.
Assault
That's what I
boats
was,
seem a bit aggressive, though.
well, aggressive. We need the cargo space.
This is
There's
what
there's a
happens
lot of loot
when
down there.
two
We need
ri-
cargo space. Let's
So
let's
just a
like,
normal, so a normal cutter.
Hang on. On the bridge, I push a button, say, lock the drop pod bays, none are to be fired.
God damn it. Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Commander, for having an executive decision.
Let's go.
Yes.
Fine.
You
So
know,
armor up, and we go.
I I
Ari
take-
was just
I
going
take
like,
Remy
whenever the hell you guys want. Jeez.
When
I take Remy out of his escape pod.
Hey, as a
Wait.
thought, do we all currently have armor that could be made void proof?
Void steel. Yeah.
We probably
What
should
was
all
the-
do that. I was just thinking about
I'd
it. We
have
should
to wear a
probably all
regular
just
void
have
suit.
that.
We're going.
Well,
we're going over to the station.
we're going over, we're going.
We're going to the planet. Going to the
Oh.
planet. I'm just saying that as a general thing, considering the fact that we are in space all the
Gigmere.
fucking time.
Thank God we have.
Yes,
Very
you're-
good.
I have a armored void suit specifically for this purpose.
Well, yeah, but you don't have it on all the time.
You
Is
can-
what
No, that is true.
You can get void carapace.
It's a
But-
tainted. It's only a tainted atmosphere. What was
Well,
the?
he's talking about in general for the future.
Yes, like having
Well-
sealed suits, probably in our best interest, just as a general rule.
Real quick, Gray. What was the weight? What was the gravity of this planet? Was it
I think it's normal.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that
low.
was normal.
Low gravity.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
Sometimes.
Hey,
What's
that means
it-
we
that
can
actually
carry
makes it
more
easier to carry more shit.
What is the effects of low gravity?
Hello,
Nothing
Lord
bad,
Captain.
really.
You can carry 3 times the loot.
All right.
Okay, you remember how a high gravity world kind of fucked us over?
Mm-hmm.
The effects of low gravity are exactly the opposite.
Or more importantly, we can carry the loot while Remy's on top.
Okay.
Because we know he's not letting it go.
Low gravity.
So-
Add 4 to the total of the strength bonus, of their strength bonus and toughness bonus for the purposes of carrying, lifting, or pushing.
all right. So, who wants to bet that there's some kind of robotic guardians for this Archaeotech?
0% chance.
The tech priest says,
Um,
9%
I'm
chance.
betting. I'm betting. You know, I'm betting robotic guardians. I think that's what's going to
But-
happen.
Servitor Guardians, maybe, but robotic. That would
Does
be
robotic-
tech heresy.
Does robotics?
Well, it's because it's Archaeotech, so we don't know. It could have been from back when the Iron Men were around. It could...
Gross.
I'm sorry. I think Remy, can you just turn away that way? The tent in your pants is kind of making me disturbed here.
I just drag Remy and
Ari,
we're on
is
the
it
ship,
Ari
we're go-
presses the big red button and we're off.
We're going down
If
now.
you guys didn't buckle up, you're probably not going to be very happy.
I'm still standing there perfectly fine.
Oh, you got
I'm-
mag boots?
No,
Set,
Oh.
I'm standing there perfectly fine
I'm
because
just a
I'm an orc
compassion.
and we just that hard.
You just refused. Okay. Anyways, how long does it take to get onto planet Gray? Please.
Oh, not long.
Okay.
Yeah, the AA batteries slow you down for a little while, but not too long.
I'm
Oh?
regretting not picking up
No.
medication so I don't have to listen to this bullshit.
Okay. I was
And
saying,
this
if
is
there
why we
are
won't
AA
fight.
batteries, then
see, I told you the drop pod was a good idea.
We wouldn't
Oh,
be able
yeah,
to do
sure,
this
let's-
drop pod.
Let's
Gray,
go
were
on a
you-
drop pod.
okay,
Wait,
you were joking
and get
about that.
blown
though,
up.
I was
right?
joking about that. Yeah.
Okay. Anything I would need to roll in order to find a good landing spot for where?
Well,
Do we know where the Archaeotech caches are?
Yeah, they're everything on the surface.
They're in the
well,
cities.
that's
They
the
are
thing.
in
If you
the
want to use that
cities.
scan as that,
Yeah, I think that was the idea. We were finding a cache to go loot.
so there's basically two. There's kind of like a multiple kind of like wrecked cities just kind of hanging around. But what also may interest you is there's at least 2 like crashed starships on the surface.
Incredible.
One looks more intact than the other, but it's really down to what you want to go looking for. You think if you hit one of the cities, you'll find more like personal, portable stuff. But if you hit the starship, you may be able to get your hands on some kit. Like,
So personal gear or starship gear?
yeah,
I would say
Now,
so.
hold up. Why don't we have a secondary survey team go to that mostly crashed out one, so that we don't even
Because
have
the AA batteries.
there's no AA batteries. That was a joke.
No, he was joking.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
I figure
I'm
we
gonna
could totally
switch voice
just have
off
a.
of my laptop to my desktop.
Okay.
You say there are no air
Yes.
batteries, but there will be if they send a survey team. Rules.
Alright.
I
So
will not
we-
confirm or deny that any survey team sent may or may not just die horribly.
Well,
They
we
are
just
the
make
red
sure they
shirts.
have-
It's expected.
We just make sure that they're broadcasting the entire time
I
to
was-
make.
Because everyone loves hearing
I
dying
expect
screams.
that anybody that is not us, anywhere we send, is going to die horribly.
Oh,
Let's
yes,
let's just go pick a target to preliminary
That's-
survey.
that's
I
the
just like
point
to
of it.
know how quickly they die, so that we know what we're dealing with when we go
I-
somewhere.
And I
Yeah.
need to be able to make sure they can send pixelated images of whatever kills them back to us, so we're forewarned.
Exactly.
My vote is
I mean,
for
what
the
What else are the
Hello?
fucking Royal Guard for?
Anyway, Rogue Trader on deck, sir. Where do you want to go? Do you want to get ship parts or do you want to get personal gear?
Lord Captain, I believe you're with me on this. But it's much more important to get archaeotech things, the good shit that you can actually put on your body and feel. Am I right?
So, if we want to lose the tech priest in a city,
Yeah.
that's his vote.
We really should go to the city and let
We should
Remy
go to the city.
investigate everything first.
And
I
by
would
let
think
Remy investigate everything first, we of course mean leave him there.
Sure. Probably, actually.
Yeah, we'll be right
That's
back.
the
don't
easy.
worry.
That's the easy solution, but it doesn't involve having to look at the grapple rules, so we can
Fucked
carry.
up thing is that he probably would be totally okay with it.
Remy needs Remy real quick. Are you taking any of your tech priest guys with you?
No, that's a different
He
note.
points at his head,
Okay.
We are taking skulls, though.
of course.
I assume you're taking skulls everywhere.
Oh,
See,
we
Gray's
can-
learning.
All we really need to do is send the servo skulls to scan to go ahead of us. It's like that thing that one movie Prometheus or something.
See, the issue
The
is
servo
skulls
skulls
are
will not
kinda
move as
crap.
fast as Remy.
Well, that's why
Remy.
you send a lot of them.
Anyway, I want to engage
Let's-
the ship, the city.
City it is then. We get overridden by someone who has.
Higher rank than us.
So basically anyone.
I am the lowest on the totem pole, so my best ability to do is just address high people of higher command for executive decisions.
Right, let's get Luton.
Yeah.
Yay, Luton.
Luton Tug.
Not to be confused with Luton, the town.
Loot, loot, loot.
Well, we're doing
No, I
Luton the
like
first,
this,
Luton the second, and then Luton the third.
Right, so you start.
I put a
landing
tracking
assist-
beacon on Remy.
Yes, we go to the
Is,
city.
is that also shaped like a giant bell? Just so you
Yes.
know where he is at all times.
That's well, it's more so that we can find him later. I've given up on knowing where he is.
Or
Right.
whatever is going to start hunting us is going to find him first, at least.
So let's go scrounging through these dead cities.
Yeah.
Do they look Xeno in origin, or are they human?
No, they look human.
All right.
Um,
Oh yeah, it is Archaeotech, so it's not Xenotech.
Do the humans look any? We need to go find any humans themselves.
No.
You mean
it's
it doesn't
dead.
look tainted?
I wouldn't go
Corrupt.
listen-
Paranoia check.
yep, that's always a good idea.
God damn it.
They're not
what
paranoid enough.
What? We're doing. Oh, that's awareness. Okay.
Do I ever actually get paranoia?
Probably
I
I
not.
think I actually purchased awareness because it was.
Interesting.
You know what I
Eyes
don't
look
get
around,
for like,
oh sneaky
ever.
like.
You know what I don't get for like ever actually?
You don't get
Paranoia.
aware.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna roll this. No, that's. Where's my science? My science.
You know what's funny? I get jaded after I can get fearless.
Ooh, actually, that's a good point. Everyone who can roll Cynesians, too.
Yeah, I need to do
It's
science in a
gorgeous.
second. Try to find my thing.
Obviously an Archaeotech sign.
I rolled the shit out of that Cynesians.
We should take the sign with us.
Get in. If there is warp juju, I think smell it.
Nope, there is no warp juju.
Okay.
Is there also nothing, like, alive, then?
Well, there's lots of stuff alive. The whole planet's teeming with life. Nothing sentient that you can detect.
All right.
Anything
That's-
big?
We'll slowly pick over the ruins and let's go into the building. I don't see a problem with it. Let's do it.
Out of excitement, Remy does actually. He cuts through one of the railings with his lightning claws, just out of like sheer excitement.
Is it-
He cannot
I have
contain
that-
I
himself.
just you just ran straight through the door.
Quick question: is there any architecture or art available in the city that I could use Remembrancer to basically pull the Mounts of Madness and basically use their art as a means to infer their culture?
That would probably be a very extended thing
Yeah,
that
that'd
you'd
take
have
a
to do over
while.
time.
Yeah,
I
That's
have
sort of a
forbidden
thing
lore
that's going on
arcane
in the
attack. If I roll that, will it do anything for me?
Alright.
Possibly. It'll help you find it a bit quicker.
Right. Let's try that then. That's not
Well,
happening.
Oh wait, yeah.
There's no arcane attack here.
I
I
have
could do the
Forbidden
same
Lore
thing.
Xenos. Could I roll that?
I don't think we're
I
looking
don't
for
think-
Xenotech though.
yeah.
No, this is this
Holy,
is
I knew
human
that word.
stuff.
We're throwing rolls at the screen. Give us plot, Gray. Give us plot.
I think
Well-
we just need to wait until he tells us if we find something.
Jesus Christ, my rolls.
Get all the bad
I
ones out of
s-
your system now, because
I-
then later when
Oh,
it
wait.
actually
Do
matters.
we have an Auspex with us?
We've got skull aspects.
Then why are we not using them?
Oh my god, that's a good
Because
point.
half of us don't have tech use.
I have tech use at plus
I-
10.
I don't
Use
have
your skull
tech use.
aspects.
Remy, how about we both roll some tech use to use an Auspex?
I think he's too into it in
Yeah,
order to.
Remy's just gone off ahead of us. We don't even see him.
Yeah.
I'm running at full speed on the low
I just
gravity planet.
sort of look, just vaguely look at an Auspex to see,
Well,
to see the
I
little blip that
avoided
says
a
Remy.
critical failure by 1.
Fucking Christ, there, finally a decent roll.
Mia almost
That's
almost
supposed
made
to be
Remy's
accurate.
tracking device backfire.
You know, that's a
I'm-
good point. We should probably put a tracker tag on him.
We already did.
My agility bonus right now
Already
for
literally did.
my agility bonus right now for movement is 7, so
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
moving
we get-
super fucking fast.
Yeah,
So,
so am
uh,
I.
Wait, so
Oh, yeah.
low gravity doesn't increase movement.
No?
Yes, it does. Increases your agility by 2 for the purposes of movement and determining initiative.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I'm wrong. Yeah, so
Correct.
all of us are moving super fast.
Yeah.
Springing
Especially
around
those
in
of us with
fields of
super high
joy.
agility to begin with.
Especially Remy.
Especially Remy.
What were you saying, Gray?
I get an additional +1 agility bonus from sheer excitement.
Yeah. I'm just saying you're all springing around in joy. You quickly realise that probably the best place would be one of the banks. Because, well, so security.
Vaults.
Yeah, vaults. Vaults mean tech.
Go to one of the larger buildings. The richer looking ones. Yeah. The ones that are held up the best
I mean-
because they're built to be tough to begin with.
Makes sense.
Yep. Sounds
Is
like good
there-
as plan any.
Would there be? Well, is there also will there be any still probably alive machine spirits?
There's nothing
around?
sentient. Oh, machine spirits, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard to claim whether machine spirits are alive or dead to begin with.
Are we going to
Active
need
then?
any kind of survival roll or anything to avoid like
Yeah,
hostile wildlife?
it's probably a good idea. There's plenty of hostile wildlife on this world.
Right.
Survival
Uh,
skills.
There you go.
Survival.
I don't think
I will
all of
not
us.
survive.
I don't think all of us need to roll survival,
Yeah.
do we?
No, just one person.
So
I've got
Lars is passed with 2
the
degrees.
Death World guy knows how to avoid
Yeah.
this shit.
The Death Worlder can roll survival skill or checks.
He
That's
stops
his job.
Moxopolis from eating like a very poisonous looking mushroom.
The only kind of weirdo planet I know how to survive on is a desert.